Evicting a tenant can seem like a complicated process, but in this video, we'll quickly explain eviction laws in New Jersey and how to recover your property in 5 simple steps. First, what is an eviction? Eviction is the process of legally removing a tenant. It's illegal for a landlord to change locks or physically remove a tenant themselves. So if the renter refuses to leave after violating their lease, you must seek an eviction from the court. The process for simply terminating a lease differs from that of an eviction. Lease terminations require proper notice from the landlord or tenant, and state conditions can be found on our website. Legal reasons for eviction in New Jersey. A landlord only has grounds to evict a tenant for reasons allowable in the state. The first step in the eviction process is to give the lessee a New Jersey eviction notice, which covers all violations. The appropriate box must be checked for one of the following. Non-payment of rent. The lease can be terminated immediately unless the landlord has accepted late rent previously in the tenancy. If so, the notice gives the tenant 30 days to pay rent or vacate. Lease violation. If your tenant violates their rental agreement, they are given 30 days to comply with the lease or vacate the property. Disorderly conduct. If the tenant is impending upon the peace and quiet of other tenants in the property or neighbors, you can require that they vacate within 3 days. This violation is considered incurable. Rent grace period. In New Jersey, there is no rent grace period. Rent is due on the due date. An eviction notice can be served if the rent is only 1 day late. 5 steps to legally evicting a tenant in New Jersey. Serve the notice to quit. Choose the form you need and download or fill it out on eForms.com. Post it on the tenant's door and also send it via certified mail with a return receipt requested via USPS. If the breach is curable, you'll need to wait the specified number of days before taking further action. File eviction papers with the court. If the tenant hasn't mitigated the issue and remains on the property, you can proceed to court. You'll need to file the following in the special clerk offices: complaint and summons. Serving the tenant. After the filing, the tenant needs to receive the information about the case filed against them. The court will serve the tenant the complaint and summons, which will present a hearing date. Attend the hearing. At the hearing, the judge will reach a ruling. If the tenant defaults or if you prevail in court, you'll receive a judgment for possession. Removing the tenant. If the tenant is ordered by court to leave the property and they don't vacate, you may obtain a warrant for possession, which will allow the sheriff to legally remove the tenant. Damages. Often the tenant's security deposit does not cover total losses. If damages are not awarded at the hearing, you may be able to recover past due rent and court fees through small claims court. Now you can get eviction proceedings started. Get eviction forms, court documents, and all other information you'll need at the link below for free.